Hey, also, I wanted to talk about a gameplay that I played through quite a while ago on my channel, and it was on SNES, Turtles in Time. Probably one of the best titles ever. I played it on easy, single player mode, and this is a game that you are really meant to play multiple players. And you can play up to two players at a time. You can switch between turtles depending on how many times you lose. You get multiple continues, and the difficulty spikes considerably as you go from easy to normal to hard. And that's reflective on the dynamic fighting style the foot soldiers have, and especially Slash. So Slash the turtle, he's a snapping turtle on the prehistoric level. He is by far the hardest as the game escalates in difficulty, and I actually ran into an issue with that because I hadn't played in a while, and I tried normal and hard, and he just owned me. I got to him, and I had a ton of life. I was doing really well, and then he just kept killing my character. And then, of course, when you get to the end of the game, Super Shredder is far more difficult on hard than he is on easy. But I never really had trouble with Super Shredder because you wait until he does the ice or one of the other specific moves, and then you just attack him, and it's kind of a little bit of a pattern to it. But what do I like about this game? It's arcade style. It's the first game where they really made it maybe a little too easy to some people. They made it very rewarding, very fun. There's a lot of different dynamic levels and dynamic characters and dynamic backgrounds. It's very entertaining to look at. Whereas Turtles 1 on the NES was just overly difficult, punishing, and you could die just at the drop of a hat. Turtles 2 was challenging as well. It's very fun. I mean, it's a very fun game, but you had limited moves. The NES was classic for having like one or two moves, to include walking around, and you just couldn't do anything, so you had to jump repeatedly and try to just not lose too much life, because if you just go toe-to-toe with the foot soldiers and the bosses, you would just lose life rapidly and wouldn't make it through the game. Turtles 3 was basically the same as Turtles 2, except for the fact that you could throw your enemies a little bit. Now, the SNES version of Turtles in Time, you could actually throw the enemies at the screen, which was awesome. But I don't know. I'm probably going to play this game through again at some point. It's funny because there are a lot of games I haven't beaten, but I just keep going back to this game because it's so awesome. It was in Europe called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, and it was produced by Konami. And this game is a sequel to the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, and it's a scrolling beat-em-up type game based mainly on the 1987 TMNT animated series. So the animated series went well into the 90s, and that's my favorite design schema for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise. I like to call it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pre-2000, and then anything 2000 and on, it's TMNT. I don't know how everybody else feels about that, but that's kind of my thoughts on it. Originally in the arcade game, Turtles in Time was... originally an arcade game, Turtles in Time was ported to the Super Nintendo Entertainment System in 1992 under the title Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, continuing the number from the earliest Turtles games released in the original NES. That same year, a game that borrowed many elements, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Hyperstain Heist, was released to the Mega Drive Genesis, or Sega Genesis. And that was really the Turtles in Time port for the Sega, and I'll go into that later, but that was a hard game. It was a gauntlet section, and I got owned. It was my first time playing. But anyway, the release schema was the arcade, March 1991, SNES in Japan was 24 July 1992, North America, 15 August 1992. I think that includes Canada. And then Europe was 19 November 1992 when this game was released. And I think I got it like right when it came out in 1992. I really, like I said before, really enjoyed it. I was early grade school at that point. So I want to play the 2005 arcade version of Turtles in Time. And there's been other releases as well, which I haven't played, but really looking forward to kind of delving into that because this game is so awesome. And I'm wondering if the timing is different because I'm really used to... It's like riding a bike. I'm really used to the timing in this game and it's almost like muscle memory. So if I don't play it for a long time, I didn't play it for years up until last September, October 2020. I played through, and I hadn't played it in a long time before that, and it was just like riding a bike. But you can play as Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael, and April's in the beginning. You don't really rescue her, but she's an element of the story like in all these other games. And you guide the turtles through a series of levels that at first take place in the streets of New York City, of course. Later levels transport the turtles to representations of various historical eras, as well as the future. And you'll see some of my... definitely check out my Spoofs and Memes playlist. I have quite a few meme templates that involve Turtles in Time, and I really had a good time making them, and I don't know how they were received, so I kind of took a break, but I was having a good time with those. It was basically, the whole concept of Shredder sending the Turtles back in time, and his console has an error, and he sends them to the wrong place. It's like his private training center. He sends them to, like, parallel dimensions that are way better than ours, and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, feel free to check those out if you want. And then also the game has a lot of cool enemies like Stone Warriors, Dimension X Stone Warriors, Foot Soldiers, various Foot Soldiers. And then you've got Baxter Stockman, Metalhead, Toka Razar, and Leatherhead. And Bebop and Rocksteady aren't in this. They're actually in Hyperstone Heist. I don't know a whole lot about the development of the game, other than it was made by Konami. And this spiked, actually, they had some original music in this, which was really, really cool. And it was composed by Mutsuhiko Izumi, a TMNT veteran who also composed the music for the previous arcade game in the series. That's pretty awesome. And then it led to such concerts as Coming Out of Their Shells tour, which was a really horrible thing for the franchise. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed this. I wanted to just share my thoughts on this game because it holds a lot of nostalgia for me, and it always will, and I'm definitely going to play it again. So at the same time, everybody has a different experience with it. I had it in my home library as a kid, so I definitely have more fond memories of it. I'd be interested to hear somebody who had never played it and kind of maybe experienced it later. Or if you never played it at all, what do you think? Does it look fun? It's definitely fun. In terms of the TMNT games available, it just is one of the best. And I've played GBA versions of Turtles. I played the newer ones, arcade. I don't like the design up until recently that the franchise had, so I kind of keep going back to this design that was based on the, like it said, the 1987 cartoon. That design to me is just top notch, and it never will be topped. So anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to hit that notification bell. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have some time, why don't you become a patron? I dropped it down in price. Be really cool. Help me get some new equipment. And or go pick yourself up a piece of merch from the store. But anyway, thanks again. Have a good week and take care.
Technodrome. Let's kick shout. Technodrome. Let's kick shout. prehistoric Turtlesaurus. Skull and Crossbones. my shell at Wounded Knee. Neon Knight Riders. Starbase, where no turtle has gone before. Starbase, where no turtle has gone before. Starbase, where no turtle has gone before. Technodrome, the final shell shock.